Hi, I'm Ben with Legendary Studios. Now, there's been different tornadoes that popped up in Canada throughout the years, but today I'm going to be going over the most disastrous ones in Canadian history.
Number 10.
First off, we got a tornado that popped up in Elie, Manitoba back in 2007, which was an F5 tornado, which was actually a massive ranking for one. Fortunately, no one got injured and no one got killed because it started actually along the Trans-Canada Highway, but it did, however, cause $17 million worth of damage.
Number 9.
Next up is one in St. Rose, Quebec. Now, St. Rose, Quebec was a village that was a summer resort back in 1892, but a tornado ended up actually rolling right through there and destroyed a lot of the resort, as well as killed 6 people and injured 26 others. The tornado even killed off the mayor of that little town, but even though it caused a lot of destruction, there was unknown information on how much damage what it actually caused.
Number 8.
Next up was a tornado that popped up in Sudbury, Ontario back in 1970, which was an F3 tornado that killed 6 people and injured 200 and caused $17 million worth of damage.
Number 7.
Next up is another one in Quebec from the 1800s, which was Valleyfield, Quebec, back in 1888. Now, it was an F3 tornado that originally traveled from New Brunswick, and in the process ended up killing 9 people and injuring 14, but apparently did a ton of undocumented damage in the area.
Number 6.
Next up was a tornado that popped up in Windsor, Ontario back in 1974. That was an F3 tornado that traveled 22 kilometers through Windsor, Ontario and killed 9 people and injured 30 and caused $1.8 million worth of property damage.
Number 5.
Next up was a major tornado that happened in Barrie, Ontario back in 1985. This one's really famous because not only did it hit Ontario, but it actually went through Ontario and eastern United States. And it was a record F5 tornado that popped up in the area, killing 8 people and injuring 155, but it caused $1.2 billion worth of damage.
Number 4.
Next up was a tornado in Sarnia, Ontario back in 1953, which was one of multiple tornadoes that hit the area, and the resulting tornado actually evolved from an F3 to an F4 tornado, which devastated the southern edge of Port Huron, as well as kill 7 people, injure 68 others, and made 500 people homeless, causing $17.6 million worth of damage.
Number 3.
Next up was a famous tornado that hit Pine Lake, Alberta in the early 2000s. Now, the tornado was an F3 tornado that blew through the campgrounds and trailer parks in Pine Lake, Alberta at the time and killed 12 people and injured hundreds more and caused $13 million worth of property damage.
Number 2.
Second to last one was a really famous tornado that popped up in Regina called the Regina Cyclone that actually affected people back in 1912. Now, it was an F4 tornado that destroyed multiple residential and commercial areas within Regina. That killed 28 people, injured hundreds, and left 2,500 people homeless, while causing $4.5 million worth of damage. Worth of damage.
Number 1.
Time to save the best for last. We actually have a famous tornado that hit Edmonton, Alberta back in 1987. Now, this tornado lasted 3 days straight, while also causing a mixture of rainstorms, floods, and hailstorms. Now, this F4 tornado killed 27 people, injured 600, and left 1,700 people homeless, while causing $332 million worth of property damage. Now that's all. If you like videos like this, then make sure you absolutely destroy that like and subscribe button, as well as hit that bell notification to get updated on all of our newest content.